Welcome to the Pat Sheranian Show. Thank you so much for joining us today on KHQN 1480 AM and on the web, on the internet, pat.utahvalleylive.com. We appreciate your being with us and taking time out of your day. And can you see what is in front of me? And my mouth is still full. I've got lunch and maybe a bit of breakfast, and I'm waiting for dinner, actually, to come. I had the good fortune to stop in the right place last night and meet the right gentleman, and they are on the air with me today, and they brought food with them. And I have to tell you about this darling, darling place that I ate last night, and I felt like I was, well, had I ever lived in the 50s, then I would have felt just like I was there in the 50s. And you want to go for that? And today's my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Pat.
Thank you.
And yes, I realized yesterday you were 39.
That's it, and don't say twice, because that doesn't work. So, well, thank you for joining us, and we're going to learn about Norma Jeane's Diner and where it is. It's in Provo. Somebody said, oh, I know where that is. It's where Wingers used to be. Is that right?
That's
where
right.
Wingers used to be. And it's on University, south of Center Street, just before you go over the viaduct, which is over the railroad tracks. And it's on the east side of the street, and it looks like a silver bullet. And after you said that last night, I thought about that one of the trains that I came out on years ago from South Carolina, honey, to Utah, y'all, and it was called a silver bullet.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And so that's what this is kind of depicted.
Yes.
Yes.
But I have to tell you, that diner's clean enough you can eat off the floor. That train I came out on was not. I remember that. I was a 14-year-old, and I remember that. Mother said, don't dare eat that food in there. Don't dare. So we, of course, had a little box lunch that lasted us 3 days, almost. And so we're going to talk about that this morning. But first, I want to thank my sponsor, Kyani. We appreciate the products so much. They've changed my life. I was diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, crippling arthritis, and the 3 products, Sunrise, Sunset, and Nitro FX, have changed my life in the last 15 months. After the first month of using the products, starting a business, first of all, the first month I made almost $1,000. Whoever does that in network marketing, because it was just easy to sell. And by the end of the first month, I was off of all medications, and that's been 15 months ago, and I haven't been on any medications. Applause, applause for me, right?
Yes.
Muzzle top.
Muzzle tough is right. And so, yes, do I talk about it? You bet. We're going to be holding meetings here starting a week from now, and we want to invite you to look at your calendar, and we'll be letting you know exactly what time. They're going to be in one of the rooms here at our studio. We'd just love to have you come and be involved with us. My number is 801-362-9552, 801-362-9552. Give me a call, and I'll tell you more about it. Excuse me. Meanwhile, let's talk to these guys before I sit here and eat all the food, and there's nothing to show or talk about. I want to, well, for heaven's sakes. Sorry about that.
You want me to take over?
Well, yeah. Would you? We are in the process of painting rooms. We've knocked out walls, enlarged the studio. We've been here about a month, and we're moving walls around. They're painting. There's a lot of dust, and it seems I've eaten it all. Okay, so last night I go in, and here are all these Betty Grable type pinups. If any of you remember those pinups and the kind of decals that the Air Force guys used to put on their planes. Cute pinups, really cute bathing suits. And I went, well, that's kind of nice. Now, we're an LDS community, and so when people come in and you've got all these large pictures up, and they're all sizes all over the walls, and they're very, very beautiful pictures. Beautiful work, really. We're going to talk about the photographer, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm looking at these, and it was impersonal but very pleasant. And then they said, hey, these are all local ladies, every one of them. And we have a whole gallery for the year for 12 months. That you're going to do a calendar next year, right?
Yes, we are.
And so then I had to go look at all of them, of course. And there's one lady she won the hand in the barrel, and you draw out the name because they fill out an application. Come in and have lunch and fill out an application, have dinner, have breakfast, fill out an application, because this thing is ongoing.
Yes, every month.
Okay, but tell me about the one that won for, what month was it?
August. You're talking about Virginia.
Yeah, and she's how old?
91.
You should see her posing, honey. She's just going at it and going at it, and she is absolutely adorable. And she won. So what are you going to do? She gets a day with the photographer. They do her makeup. They do her hair. And now, starting in January, you're drawing for January will be for February. Okay, you drew for. So do you have Miss January?
Yes, we've already drawn for January.
Has she had her makeup day and her pictures?
She did just yesterday, in fact.
She did? Well, here's a new invitation. She's invited, your new winner's invited to be on the air with us.
Excellent.
So sometime this month we'll get her on the air and introduce her, if it's only for 5 minutes or whatever. But
she's a talker. She could take up the whole hour.
Don't need an hour.
I can always put my hand over a microphone, to pull the plug.
Well, she'll just go to your microphone. She's one of them.
She sounds great. Maybe she'd like to have her own show. We're looking for a new host to come in. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have this all working together. We're going to get Tidbits newspaper involved. And if you're listening, Roger, you don't know that yet. But we're going to get you all involved with this drawing on this darling person that they select every month, 18 and over.
Yes.
And then tell us about the photographer, because her work is gorgeous. The big thing is, once I realized that these were all local young ladies and older ladies, the diner became mine. It became a community.
It was personal.
It was so personal. I just loved it. So
because you too could be the next Norma Jeane.
Not a chance in this world. But I do have some pictures. We're going to try and pull them up today if we can find them, that were taken back a couple of years ago.
And when you were 38.
Well, sort of. Yeah. Okay, stop that. All right. So I want everybody that knows anybody to send out an email and go to Facebook and go to Twitter and go to everywhere and all the social media and talk about Norma Jeane's Diner. I want them to talk about that. Now, because of legal restrictions, they can't use the word Marilyn Monroe, but I didn't sign anything. So, as you know, many of you, Norma Jeane was Marilyn Monroe. Well, we all have had names we worked under when we start out in showbiz, because sometimes the names were just too long, or it wasn't a name that would fit on on anywhere. It didn't sound good, and so we had pseudo names, and that was hers. Well, they can't say that. But that's what it's all about. It's glamour. So today I wore my bling bling sweater, and I'm wearing bling bling rings, and a little bling and a little bling, because it's all about glamour, and this place is absolutely adorable. Now, if that was all it was, it would be worth walking in the door. But guess what? The food is fantastic. I had a meal that should have had me in the hospital last night. It was so good and so rich, and I ate so much. I had to apologize and repent. We're going to go through the menu for breakfast, but first let's get the hours, and let's get you guys your full names and your whole. So Sean Hales and
Hales.
Jim Whitty.
Whitty, yes.
I love, you are so witty.
Thank you.
They did a song about you. So let's start with Jim. Jim, where are you from?
I'm from Colorado.
And from cold weather to cold weather?
Yeah.
In between?
Well, we spent 2 years in Florida, so we kind of got a little spoiled. We got away from winters for a couple of years, but we didn't like the no change of seasons. It wasn't for us. We were used to change of seasons, and we didn't get that in Florida.
And so when you were in Colorado, were you, because you were a Mr. Chef, we need to talk about that.
Well, I went to the Cordon Bleu in Florida. Before I went to the Cordon Bleu, I was a farmer and rancher for 35 years in Colorado, on the eastern plains of Colorado.
Well, now, why don't you talk to us about Cordon Bleu, because maybe there's some people that have never heard that, or where it originally started, or what it means.
Well, the original school started in the 1600s. In fact, Napoleon was the one who named it. He named it the Cordon Bleu. And the Cordon Bleu means blue ribbon. That's a French word for blue ribbon, is Cordon Bleu. And it was the only school for like 250 years, and then they went to Rome, and then they went to London. Now American Corporation has bought it, and there's 6 schools, 6 Cordon Bleus here in America now.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so it's a long thing to go through, though. It doesn't happen in 3 weeks.
It was a 21-month course.
And very expensive.
Very expensive.
And you've also got to you got to mention that's the school that Julia Child went to.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that last night, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And her pictures, that film is being rerun right now, which is really fun.
And Anna
to
Garten also graduated there, the Barefoot Contessa.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Is that the Southern gal? No, that's somebody else.
She's from the Hamptons.
Okay, and Paula Dean, I think, is
Dean.
the Southern gal.
And another graduate is Jada De Laurentiis,
Oh.
graduated from the Cordon Bleu.
Interesting. Well, my dear, you were amongst the elite, for sure. So can you cook? Oh, no, I shouldn't ask that.
Yeah, I try.
Well, I think it's amazing that we have someone of your ilk, if you will, in Provo, for goodness sakes, in Utah Valley, and overseeing everything that's going on out there.
Thank you.
So let's give the exact address. Can we do that? And for the diner, Norma Jeane's Diner is on South University Avenue in Provo, before you go over the viaduct, and the real address is
465 University Avenue.
465 South University Avenue. And is there a phone number they can call? Do they have to make a reservation? Can they bring a party in? Do you have groups, luncheons? Pick a question.
Well, we have a back room, semi-private. It fits 24 people.
It is very
love
nice, and it's
parties.
off to the side. In other words, you're not sitting where you can really see anybody else. And it's
It would
very
be great
private.
for meetings.
Yeah, great for a meeting, and quiet enough, and you can hoot and holler and not drive everybody crazy if you're singing "Happy Birthday" out loud 4
Exactly.
times. So that would be really nice. So what's your phone number? Let's give a phone number.
801-374-7436.
7436. Okay, here we go again. 801-374-7436.
Yes.
Correct.
That's easy. 374-7436. We can handle that. Okay, so if they want to kind of reserve that little private room, they can.
Oh,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Now, your hours are really good, and I understand recently you did open on Sunday because there's so many people traveling back and forth on Sunday, and they don't have to go down to a truck stop, for goodness sakes. They can come to you. Okay, so let's talk about hours starting with Monday.
Monday to Thursday, we're open from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. Then on Friday and Saturday, we're open 8 a.m. until 10. Then on Sunday, we're open from 10 in the morning till 2 in the
2
afternoon.
in the afternoon.
We
So
do
kind
brunch.
of a brunch.
It's petticoat brunching.
It's yes, and I have to say, when I heard that, I thought slips, but it's not. They're petticoats, the kind that you wore in the 1950s under your poodle skirts and things like that. And I understand they wear tights under them and stuff. So
Oh, yes, they're completely covered.
everybody's covered. Just kind of a fun thing to do on a Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
we just thought it fit the theme of the restaurant, petticoat brunching.
I think that's cute. That's fun. Well, I know there are a lot of people traveling, and so that's great. And you're just off the freeway, if you come off the south and coming up from the south, and just swing off the freeway there. That's
Exit
great.
263.
Really?
Yeah.
Exit 2. How does anybody ever remember that? 263. Thank
He's good
you.
with numbers.
That's good. That's good. Well, now, Sean, tell us about you. Where were you hatched and raised and so forth?
Well, I grew up in Spanish Fork, right here in Happy Valley.
That's
and
where our tower is.
in Spanish Fork.
Yeah, you're the guy that probably messed with it as a teenager.
Probably.
For the radio station.
Actually, I remember going in that radio station as a kid.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, for
I was,
goodness
in
sake.
fact, just to segue, I was in that radio station when John Lennon was shot.
Oh, for goodness
I
sakes.
was right there over the teletype.
Oh, my word. That's a memory. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
saying it's
really
a good
is.
memory, but it's a memory. So you were raised in this area, and did you grow up thinking you were going to have a restaurant and be a cook and all that kind of stuff?
I
And
didn't, actually. I basically started in
you
the
look like a
business.
football player.
Well, I never played football.
How about basketball?
Nope.
Okay, so did you grow up?
I was basically in the theater, debate.
Oh, okay, okay,
You know, I've always been on stage.
okay.
And I started in the business, actually, at 18 as a busboy. Just started as a busboy, moved up to a host, then to a server, and on up the ladder. In the last place I worked out in Colorado, I was the general manager of a steakhouse.
And so you guys met and you put this thing together, but how did you come up with Norma Jeane's? Now, you can't tell the whole story, so we won't mention Marilyn Monroe's name again. But you came up with Norma Jeane because you like the name.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
And it just sounds like a 50s diner.
And it is a 50s diner. It is so neat. Now, I drove around the parking lot in the back last night.
Mm-hmm.
This is large enough for truckers, so if you're passing through town and you need a place to put your 18-wheeler and get a great meal, it's going to be at Norma Jeane's Diner, because you can go through and there's an alley. You don't have to turn. You can go in, park on the side across the back, and go right out an alley, and you're back out on a major street.
Yep, they do it all
So
the
they
time.
don't have to turn around or do anything significant there. It's just come in and get a really great meal. All right, now, okay, let's talk about the food. Let's get serious here. And, okay, where, let's see, let's get down to my list here. Oh, why Provo?
Oh, well,
Why not Salt Lake?
I think the whole thing was, number one, I'm from Spanish Fork.
Okay, so
And I love Utah County.
you love Utah County. I do
do.
too. I do. It's taken a while for me to gear down, but things are so happening here. It's becoming a happening place. And so I've enjoyed it. And I've been here in Provo County now or Utah County about almost 30 years, for goodness sake. So
And I grew up
I
here.
love the
and
people. Yeah,
I love this place.
good.
It was time to come home.
Good. And so are your folks here?
Yeah, well, my mother lives in Spanish Fork still.
Well, that's good. And
And-
she likes the diner.
She loves the diner.
She likes the pictures.
Yes. In fact, my mother is a very good Mormon.
Okay.
And she is the one that cleared every one of those pictures.
Well, when you
Before we
first
blew 'em
walk
up.
in, they are really, you think you're looking right at Betty Grable. And I mentioned we were going to talk about the photographer. So since I've come back to that, if there are any glamour shots that you found, can't throw those up. Let's talk about your photographer.
Okay, well, her name's Mia Allen. And
Okay.
she has a company. It's called Pinup Jeane.
Pin-up Jane,
Pinup Jeane.
P-I-N up
Yep.
Jane. And you don't know her number, but well, you know what? We're going to get her on the air with us.
Well, and she does have a Facebook.
Okay, so
And a
she can find
website.
it under Pin-up Jane
Yep.
Yes.
on Facebook. Okay, that's
You can
fun.
see some of her artwork there.
She is amazing. The hairstyles.
She
Oh.
has a whole team.
I mean, she must have done a lot of research because the hairstyles are right out of the war years, the late 40s, early 50s, right out of that era.
They are.
And cute little outfits.
And the makeup's perfect.
It is. And I swim with a group of ladies, so they ask me, can she take care of the age on your face? And she does,
think
because
she does.
she takes care of the age on your face, whatever that means to anybody.
You don't know yet. You're only 39.
Oh, yeah, wrong.
She can airbrush you.
What's her phone number? I want to call immediately.
I should have brought a card.
No, yeah, we should have a card, but that's okay. So you grew up in Spanish Fork, and you graduated from Spanish Fork High School.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice they let you graduate.
It was nice of them. My mom was worried for
I'm
a
giving
minute.
these guys a bad time. They were so good to me last night. I mean, I waddled out of this restaurant. It was just such fun. All right, because we're going to talk before this gets any colder. We're going to talk about food, and then we can cover all this other stuff. So what's in front of me here? What are we looking at?
Okay, well, of course we have our sweet potato fries here.
Let's talk about sweet
These-
potato fries, because the sweet potato is a whole food. If you didn't eat anything but sweet potato every day, you'd be healthy, at least
And-
for a period of time. And you can't hurt a sweet potato. You just can't. And you guys have fried this thing? Oh, it is
And
so good.
they're wonderful. They're the best we could find.
They are so good.
And then you, of course, dip them in honey. Makes them even better.
Dip them in honey. Oh, sure. Here goes the diet again, once more, every day.
Well, at least honey's natural sugar. So,
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have thought to do that. Well, why don't I just take a jar and smear it all over them?
that's why my mom does it.
Really?
She will not eat them unless I pour honey all over them.
What am I looking at right here?
Okay, these are our sauce, some of our sauces.
Okay.
This is our Chipotle Ranch.
Sure it is. What did you just say?
Chipotle Ranch.
Okay.
It's got a kick.
Okay. How kicky.
Not too kicky.
That's good.
And then, of course,
That's
our
really
homemade
good.
ranch.
It's spicy.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice and spicy. And this is homemade ranch?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You got to try that with one of your fried green beans.
Oh,
Why
I
not
love, I
take
didn't know those were over there. I would have had them in front of me. Fried green beans. Now, on the radio, you can't see this, but I am eating a plate full of beautifully, they're scored, the sweet potatoes, and they're slim. They look like a French fry, but they taste so much better, and it's so much better for you. And she would like us to hold the plate up so
if you
that
can see 'em.
the camera can see them. And so there they are. And can you just go in and order of this?
Oh, yeah.
The French
Yes.
French fried potatoes.
Yes.
Do you call them French fried potatoes?
They're sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries. That sounds better. Okay, what am I eating? Homemade.
That's
Oh,
this is
ranch.
actually our sampler platter.
Oh, good. I like that. Talk
This
about
is
it.
all comes together. It has the fried dill pickles. Touch of cayenne. They have a little kick, but nothing
No, that's
to
not
worry
bad.
about. Then the fried green beans, and these are Jim's macaroni and cheese balls.
You're kidding. Do you put anything on them?
My favorite thing to put them on is our Norma Jeane's fry sauce.
Oh my goodness. You know, I've got to stop this. I've got to invite bowling alleys to go on the air with me, or bookkeepers or something. If I keep having restaurants on, I won't be able to get in the door. Now, this is macaroni and cheese in there.
Yep. This is Jim's
get a
recipe,
picture
so
of
you
this?
need to talk about them.
Hey guys, these look like they look like 2-inch round meatballs, and they're deep fried, but they're filled. That is so good. That's a whole new world for macaroni and cheese. My gracious. How much is your platter like this, a sample platter?
This runs $8.59 for the
Well,
platter.
if I ate all the food on there, you would have to carry me out feet first.
We have people order this for dinner.
That is so good. Did you serve it all day?
Oh yeah.
Breakfast?
If they want it, you can get it for breakfast.
Don't you love going in a restaurant and you ask for something and, oh, no, it's 3 minutes after time. I'm sorry, we can't fix that. That makes me crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys will fix anything anyway.
You know,
We try to.
we do.
So somebody comes in and they're on a late shift and they want breakfast and it's evening.
Yes.
We'll do
You
it.
try and make it work.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I love that. I think that's great. When you say you close at 9, does that mean the last person can come in by 9?
Yes.
Because they're going to be 10 o'clock getting out there, 10:30 or something.
That
Yeah.
happens a lot.
And so Friday nights you're open till 9,
10.
10.
10. And Saturday?
10.
That's good. So they come in a little bit later after an event.
Right.
Downtown Provo is going to be the most happening place by probably early next year. But then in April, the conference center opens.
Yes.
And that's going to be an amazing crowd of people downtown.
I know a lot of people are excited about the temple over here now.
Yes, and that's
Going up.
coming right along, thank goodness. There are other people in the studio that are getting ready to shoot me if I eat all this food in front of them. Don't leave anything for them. But I want to hear what this is out here because I have eaten
yes.
chili and I have eaten chili and I've had chili. And I've been to chili cook-off, so I know a little bit about chili.
And you haven't tried this yet.
Well, first of all, I want you to talk to me about last
Here, we'll
night
hold this
about
up
the
for 'em.
hamburger. Yeah, that's good. Can you see that, Kelly? Okay. About the hamburger I ate last night, because truly I thought I was eating steak. The meat was so good because in most places, if they do a lot of hamburgers, quick cook type things, fast food, they
have
have
to dig
fillers. They have fillers in them. There's no filler.
No.
There's no filler in that meat.
No, ours is 100%.
I'll hold that up and show it to the camera, or cut it
Angus
up and
beef.
let us see it.
Oh,
Is it
here you
Angus
go.
beef?
It's
Is that
Angus
what it
beef.
is?
It's certified Angus beef.
Can you see that, Kelly, at all? So on the radio,
Macaroni and
again,
cheese.
he's just opened up the macaroni. It's a macaroni and cheese ball.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so great.
have
What
to dig
kid
in here.
wouldn't just die for this? That is so good. Okay, I got to eat chili here. I'm forcing myself to eat this chili. Of course I am. Tell me about the chili.
Well, it's actually it's on my own recipe. It has beef, 100% Angus beef again, and chorizo.
What's chorizo?
Chorizo is a Mexican sausage.
Oh, can you see this? Okay, radio audience, I'm sorry. Go to pat.utahvalleylive.com on your computer. Do you serve this size of chili bowl?
That's our bowl of chili right there.
My gracious, that's a meal and a half right there. Now, do you serve breads with this or crackers? Or
Crackers, yes.
Get crackers with it? So I want a bowl of chili. What does this cost?
That one is,
Like, we've got
You know-
menus here. Let's look it up. You mean you can't tell me that you've memorized every single thing? on all these
we've made the
menus?
menu, and what do you think we could do? Is
Okay, here's the cover of the menu, and this is Norma Jeane. Can you see this? Yes? Yes, okay. Yeah? You getting it? Okay, this is the menu for lunch and dinner, right?
correct.
And we're going to talk about some of the things in here. Monday through Saturday, this is 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., but you changed that a little bit.
that.
But you could go back to it if you were so crowded.
Right.
Let's get so crowded in there. It's worth going in there to get an application. If you didn't hear this at the top of the hour, then you go in and you get an application, eat something, pick up an application, fill it out, and you might be the next pinup girl.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
Oh, well, let's talk about it. No, I don't want to go there yet. I want to finish about this menu because let me come back to it. What is the blue plate special? Norma Jeane's blue plate special.
You want to fill that one?
Every day we feature a special.
Okay.
Mondays it's usually the cordon bleu sandwich.
Okay.
Today we're doing spaghetti.
Okay.
And then one day a week we do a Salisbury steak, which will probably be tomorrow.
Okay.
And then every Thursday we do a turkey dinner.
Oh, wow.
And it's the
Forever,
best.
all the time?
Every
Thursday.
Regardless of July?
Regardless.
I love that.
Well, the thing, we did do it, and then we took it off the Thursday special, and we had some of our regulars up in arms.
They wanted the turkey special?
It is that good.
Yum. Well, this menu goes on for pages and pages and pages and pages. Now, a couple of my ladies that I swim with live on salads. So you have sandwiches and salads. They can buy soup, sandwich, salad, some combination of that.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about your salads. Oh, my goodness, they don't cost very much.
I'm sorry. Well, we are a diner, and we don't want to be overpriced.
If you've just joined us, this is Sean Hales and Jim Whitty, and they are the owners and proprietors of Norma Jeane's Diner in South Provo. You get off at the exit something.
263.
263 exit, drive north, not right?
Right.
And then and you're coming in from the south end of Provo, and they're on the east side of the street. And the diner is a diner. It's really a diner. And it looks like the silver bullet trains that used to go back and forth across the country.
Yeah.
And it is the cleanest place I have been in a long time. Now, right underneath us is Gloria's Little Italy. And she has a very clean establishment also. And she's rated 4.5 stars. So I'm going to rate you guys 4 stars.
Thank you.
And a half. And maybe 5. That's how many free meals they give me. No, no, the food is so good.
Well, we'll give you 6 if you like.
You want to go 6?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 stars. The food is good, the place is clean, and the kids that work there are adorable.
We have a fantastic
They're really
staff.
cute, and they obviously like what they're doing.
They do.
They're really getting a kick out of it. It's fun.
We want a fun atmosphere.
And
so-
it should be. And somebody, like I said, when I walked in, I thought, well, what are all these cute little pinups everywhere? But they're huge pictures. But they're really Betty Grable style, and it's in good taste. So you can take your kids in there and not be embarrassed, and your husband can go in alone, and you don't need to worry. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about the salad. What's your favorite salad here? That would be a whole meal.
The steak salad.
The steak salad, okay. It has, well, you have a Cobb salad. Oh, I haven't seen that in years. A grilled chicken, breast tops romaine, iceberg lettuce, hickory smoked bacon, hard-boiled egg, chunks of blue cheese, grape tomatoes, baby corn served with blue cheese. My goodness, there's a meal. And steak salad is where?
Right there.
Norma Jeane's steak salad. Grilled what?
It's grilled and sliced.
Oh, sirloin steak topped with, I'm reading this without glasses, bed of romaine lettuce, grape tomatoes, black bean, corn salsa, finished with what?
Chipotle ranch dressing.
Chipotle ranch dressing, which is
Right here.
there. Okay. And then you have dressing choices to go with that. And then if you just want a small house salad, it's very inexpensive, a wedge salad, chicken cranberry. Oh, that sounds yummy.
That's my mom's favorite.
What is that about?
It's just a grilled chicken breast on top of a bed of romaine.
Oh, so
iceberg
good.
lettuce.
Sun-dried cranberries, pecans.
Well, pecan.
Actually, pecans from South Carolina. And blue cheese crumbles and drizzled with raspberry
raspberry vinaigrette dressing.
Okay.
And then it
And then you have a
normally
choice
comes
of
with a
dressing.
blue cheese dressing, but you have your choice.
Oh, this is so good. And then what's a starter?
Well, we pointed out the starter, the sampler
That's a starter
platter.
as a sample plate?
Yes. But
Oh,
you can
wow.
get the fried mac and cheese balls separate. or the
Okay.
green beans, or the pickles.
Okay.
And then we also have chicken fingers and our jalapeno poppers. Chili
And
cheese fries. You love this chili?
Oh.
Put it on the cheese fries. Mm.
You put this over French fries?
Yes, we'll put it over French
Oh,
fries.
that would be sinful.
Well, we also have a chili burger with this. that
Oh,
is-
my goodness.
You know how good the burgers are.
Oh, the burgers are just amazing, amazing. They really are. And this just goes on forever. All kinds of drinks and juices and shakes and malts.
Oh, I gotta have a malt.
You know, you say malt, some places they don't even know what you're talking about. It
Yeah,
has
I
to be a
know.
chocolate shake. But we all drank malts.
Yeah.
And did it have malt in it? Maybe that's why. Was it made with a special something?
We
Has a
make them
malt?
with malt.
It has
Yeah.
a malt powder.
So it has a different taste than just a shake.
It's richer.
It is. I'm thinking of that now. Yeah, it is. Why didn't I have a great big chocolate one last night?
I
topped
don't
with
know.
whipped cream. Okay, and then for smaller appetites, is this like for children or people that
Well,
don't eat as much?
we do have a children's menu, but we've come up with a smaller appetite because we don't want, older folks don't want a lot to eat at night. So we come up with a smaller appetite so they could order off that.
I'll
instead of-
remember that. Okay, the double mini burger, that's $5.99. How inexpensive is that? Oh, the old Chicago hot dog.
And we do it with the tomatoes and the.
Did you ever eat a hot dog standing on the streets of New York or Chicago?
Yes,
We
did.
have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just nothing that tastes like it
No,
anywhere
it's-
in the world. Is that what you've done here with this?
Well, we've tried, but you can't get the street venue like you can in New York.
Well, but you've got atmosphere down there. Oh, that's another thing. The hamburger was on a toasted bun.
We pay
When did
attention
you
to detail.
ever eat a toasted bun? It is so good, sliced in this marvelous bun. I don't know where you got them, but they're wonderful. And then you toast them.
Well, talk about that. It's the Stone Ground out of
It's
Salt Lake.
It's Stone Ground Bakery from Salt Lake.
Is where you get your buns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, that made the hamburger something else entirely.
All our bread
And
is like that.
it was warm. Do you know how many times you eat a hamburger and it's cold? Maybe warm, maybe a little bit, but the bun is cold.
Yeah.
And this was so good. And a chili dog, this goes on top of a chili dog?
Yes.
Wicked. And that's only $6.59. My word. Well, this homemade chili is just, and that's your recipe, right?
Yes.
You put that together. Whew, I'm worn out. And I want to eat all this, so would you mind? We're just going to have silence here for the next half hour. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Take this and talk about the morning menu. Let me find out what else I want to talk about here.
Well,
Let's see,
breakfast.
you
We have
had-
a great
you-
breakfast.
Did we talk about other careers? Yeah, you talked about modeling and acting. You were a model. And jobs that you've had at local coffee houses and sales clerks. Where were you a sales clerk?
I was worked in a Fulton. It was called Fulton Drug in Ray, Colorado.
Oh.
A drugstore. That's a little town that he was from.
Is that where you emailed everybody and everybody's what? Hello.
Hi, Ray, Colorado.
Yes. Hello to all of you. That's the one you said you called it. You called the town. You emailed the town, and they're watching. That's great. We're happy to have that. Okay. Let's see. I had another question. Oh, catering. Do you do any catering where you are now or not?
In fact, we did for Thanksgiving. We catered a Thanksgiving dinner.
Did you where?
They
came and picked it up.
They came and picked it up. He just.
So you cooked the turkey and you did the whole thing, and they
did-
came and picked it up.
Yep.
And all the trimmings.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So there are 4 people watching us, and I bet they're all from Colorado. So there. All right. So we don't know how many thousands are listening, but if you're on 1480 AM, we appreciate your being there. Thank you. And those of you that are watching, send out an email and invite others to come and watch. Okay. So you've done some catering, and you like the food industry then.
Yeah.
You're
Like
gonna-
I've been
you're
in
gonna
it for
stay with
25
it.
years.
Think you'll stay after going through all that schooling, I would hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has this been, I guess I think of Beverly Hills, in some ways Salt Lake. Has this been as satisfying to be in a diner as it would be in a large restaurant where people stand with napkins over their arms and you get 2 waiters per table?
Well, actually, I thought I would probably would open a fine dining establishment. But we were just driving down University Avenue, and this place was for rent, and I've always loved the Silver Bullet diner look. And there was a for lease or for sale sign on it.
Had Wingers moved out by then? Were
Yes.
they gone? Okay.
And the building was empty, and so we made a phone call, and the next day we struck up a deal with the owner
Just like that.
of the building. So,
Have you looked back?
There are
yeah.
those times.
Yeah, there's been times, but that's okay. Everybody does that.
So how long have you been there?
We opened May 17th.
So not a year yet.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, well, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Hey, the deal is around here. If you last 18 months, you'll be here forever.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well,
you're getting there. So that's wonderful. And you got the best food ever for just good American food with just a slight upgrade
Right.
on everything.
Paying attention to details.
Well, you
That's
know, you
the-
said something about being on a ranch, having a ranch. You were vegetables and the whole work. So did you understood what flavors were and how they came together?
Yeah.
And you,
Well, I've been in the food industry probably basically all my life because I raised food as a farmer and a rancher, and we on the ranch we had cattle, of course, and then on the farm side we did wheat, corn, soybeans, pinto beans, kidney beans. Occasionally we'd have sugar beets, and a lot of feed for the cattle. So I've been in the food industry for a long time.
Some years ago, I was manager of Harvest Fresh Natural Foods out in Orem, and things would come in marked organic. But you know what we learned pretty quickly? That it was just a word that people added to a lot of the foods. They weren't organic, which was a great disappointment to find that out. So when you were farming, did you make any difference between organic or what wasn't organic? It's hard to understand because there are many things marked organic and they are not.
Right. Well, organic food is usually pesticide free, herbicide free, no fertilizers, no commercial fertilizers are used. In our area, we're kind of an arid area, and so you got to plant you got to plant with less density.
Okay.
And so the less density your plants are, the more weeds are going to come through.
Ah, this is
And
true.
so you have a weed problem with a thinner crop.
Okay.
And so there wasn't a lot of luck with organic food in our area because of
that.
Yeah, because you got to use herbicides
something.
or the weeds just take over. Now, some areas where they have a lot of moisture.
I don't think of Colorado off the top of my head as being a farming community.
Well,
Because it's so much, Eastern is a warmer climate, is that why?
Well,
Are
it's
you able to do
eastern
that?
and it's flat.
Okay.
Half of Colorado is flat. A lot of people think
I think it's
a lot
just
of Colorado's
mountains,
mountains, but half of it, the eastern half of Colorado is basically pretty flat.
So then it's easier to farm.
Right. So there's a lot of farm area.
So organic really means that it's without pesticides. Well, I do know that.
Right.
But so many things were marked organic that I knew were not, and double the price.
Right.
Craziness. Okay. All right. Let's go through some more things that we might want to talk about. Was your family in the business, the farming business? Is that
Yes,
how you, I meant to ask that earlier.
Yes, I'm from a family farm, and I decided to get out of farming, and my
Okay, let's read the message board because you can join us in the chat room. And so there's a message from Brad. Thank you, Brad. Hey, Sean and Jim. Ray is online.
Hey, Brad. How you doing?
Brad.
That's fun. Well, join us. Make a comment. Complain or not. That would be good. Okay. So we're going to get down to, we talked about Marilyn Monroe. She was really the ultimate pinup. They still sell more pictures of her than practically any other star that's ever lived.
Yes.
And
She's probably richer than any star, and she's not even around.
She's not around. Her estate, amazing. I call these pinup girls, but you're calling them Norma Jeane's girls. Is that it for
Yes.
the
Yeah.
diner? So Norma Jeane's pinup girls. Is that how you say that? Or pinup Norma Jeane's? Or forget the pinup.
Norma Jeane's pinup girls.
Okay, that works. And so you said you want to talk about that. Okay, now I'm ready. But I have to mention this again. Hey, Brad, by the way, did you see this thing? This is wonderful. This is a macaroni cheese ball, and it's marvelous. And you open it up, and guess what? There's macaroni and cheese in there, but it is so good. What is this? A bread something around it? What's around?
It's breading.
It's a bread.
It's a breading around it? Oh, well, I just can't stuff that in my mouth.
Do the
and
pinups have
keep
to be
talking.
girls? Well,
Yes. Yes, to whoever asked that. The pinups have to be girls. It's a very, it's really a throwback. Although Utah County has just about topped anything I ever ran into in South Carolina, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Salt Lake years ago, and all of California, truly. There are more beauty contests. If there's a sewing machine contest going on, somebody's in it. If there, two cows, there's a contest. If there's a field of grapes, I mean, this county has more contests than I've ever seen in my, which is fun.
Yeah.
It makes it really, everybody has a shot at it.
Right.
And in your case, it's not based on talent or figure or beauty or
Age.
money or age, 18 and over.
18
You
and
gotta
over,
be
that's all we've
18
got.
and over. They just fill out an application. It goes into a drawing, and we're going to have the one now for Miss February. We're going to draw. Monday is January 2nd, and so I want you to plan on coming on for a few minutes, drawing that name out, and then we'll have her on in February.
Sounds good.
Okay, and introduce her to the audience, find out what she's all about, and by then you'll have her picture up. When's your calendar coming out, in the spring?
It'll probably be out, hopefully July.
Okay, in
because
July.
Because we're going to have the 12.
July to July?
Well, it's going to be for
July
the following year.
Oh, okay.
See, because we're
Oh,
got
okay, so
12.
it'll start-
we
okay,
need
12.
12 of the pinups.
We can all count. We got it. So there'll be 12.
And it's going to be the winners of the monthly contest. So
And they're all going to be on the pages of the calendar.
Yes.
And the calendar's going to sell for $400. No. And I get all the royalties. No, it's not. It's going to be very inexpensive, but it'll be fun for the community, won't it?
It will be.
Because these ladies are coming from all over the county, right?
yes, Spanish Fork, Sugar House, Pleasant Grove.
Sugar House is a little bit out of the county.
It is out of the county, but hey, you know what?
That's okay. She came down and filled out the application. And the fee for the application, are we going to charge $5 or is it free?
Right now, we're just going to do it free.
Okay, so come in and eat lunch and get a bowl of chili or something while you're filling out your application. And how many can you handle? 200, 300, 400 applications, 500?
However many there are in that drum, we can stuff them in there.
Okay, now, then I understand you get another chance and another chance because you don't throw that barrel away. You keep all the names.
Right now, we have been.
I think
We've
that's
got
kind of fun.
Quite a few entries, but you know what?
And
I
it could
love them.
change. Yeah.
And somebody that entered back in July, all of a sudden, what? I won?
I think that's fun. Let's tell them about the photographer again because we don't have her phone number with us, but we're going to have her on. But you can find her on Facebook, and it's under Pinup Jeane.
Correct.
Pinup Jeane, P-I-N, Pinup Jeane, and she's the photographer. And who does the makeup?
She has a makeup artist
Okay.
and a hairstylist. And then she takes the photos, and they're just amazing.
So they have a whole day.
Yes.
The winner gets a whole day that she's fussed over, and
Yes.
it's a surprise to everybody. You draw 1 month ahead of time, right? So you've already drawn December, and then we're going to be drawing for February.
No, we've already
Drawn
December's
for-
hanging right now.
Well, she's on the wall. She's
Yeah.
not hanging. Really.
she's
They take them out and hang them in a tree. That sounded terrible. Her picture's in the gallery. How's that?
there we
Yes.
go in the gallery.
Okay.
And it is a gallery.
It is.
We need to mention that.
It is. Okay, so then the picture's taken for December
Yes.
Right.
and
the
also
picture-
for January.
we chose January,
Okay,
the 1st of December,
Okay. And so and on the 2nd, you're going to come in here.
and get February.
And we might be able to get one of the Osmonds to do that because Verl, he's on right now at 9 in the morning, 9 to 10. And I understand he's got Alan coming in eventually, and Meryl, and Donnie, and Marie, and all kinds of people coming in.
That'd be great.
Would that be fun to have
That would be.
one of them
Great.
draw the name out? That'd be some fun. Okay, I've got to give Roger a little blurb here because Roger Strong and his wife started this newspaper, and jump up to thy feet. And we've got Kelly running between. I tell you, doing radio and streaming live video is something else. Okay, this is called Tidbits, and Roger Strong is the publisher of Tidbits. And the reason I met these folks is that yesterday we were talking about Norma Jeane's Diner, and right now you got $5 off of a $20 purchase. Is that correct?
We do.
Yes.
Right here in Tidbits.
That's a really good deal. So I don't know if you can zoom in and catch their ad right here for Norma Jeane's, the pink one. And on the radio, just take my word for it. And you can pick up Tidbits anywhere that doctor's offices, anywhere there is a gathering of people. They're trying to get them into markets. There it is. Hey, that looks good. Right there. Norma Jeane's Diner. And right now, hey, you can save yourself $5.
Oh, yeah.
Is that on one meal or two, or the combined ticket is $20 and you take $5 off?
Yes.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you come in and you
If
spend $20.
If we work this just right, you'll owe us. I'm wailing and dealing again. But yeah, that's a good offer. That's a really good offer. So we thank Tidbits and Roger for putting that in there, because that's how we got acquainted. Okay, you haven't started on the breakfast menu. Now, there are people
Right.
here that are morning people, and they get up and eat and act like normal people. Some of us, our body arrives and the brain kicks in about 2 hours later, so I don't eat in the morning because I wouldn't remember I had done it. So let's talk about the diner, the breakfast. Tell me all about that.
Well, breakfast, we serve breakfast 8 to 11, but as we said earlier, if somebody wanted it
Any other time,
any other time, we're not going to say
which
no.
is so neat of you. Thank you.
And it's basically simple. It's good old breakfast. You have your eggs, bacon, sausage, and again, it's the best.
Okay, well, what
Best
is
we could find.
what is the best combination plate? Let's say that you've been up all night and you really want to put away a breakfast.
Well, for $9.29, you can get a 6-ounce top sirloin steak with your eggs, silver dollar pancakes, and hash browns.
Wow, good. Yeah. Can I change the hash browns for sweet potatoes?
Sure.
I bet we could do
Okay.
that.
We just made a new menu item. There you go.
Well, the way I look at it, if we have it, we can do it.
Oh, great, great. Do you have pies and things like that, cakes for desserts,
Yes, we
ice
do.
cream, all that kind of
Yes.
good stuff? Can you get an old-fashioned, the world was it called? I don't eat them anymore. Banana split? Do you remember? You could probably put it together. You put ice cream
we
and
could put it together.
bananas and chocolate syrup and
We
whipped
actually
cream
started
and,
with one.
and pecans on it or walnuts or something.
Yeah, peanuts.
You know, I just gained 5 pounds talking about it. Watching and looking at all of this, I'm out of control. Totally. Okay, so they can come in for breakfast at 8 o'clock. You're ready to go at 8. So if they show up at 8, you're ready to feed
Oh,
them.
yes.
And
Right.
everything's hot off the griddle,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and you do it fresh every day.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You make the whole thing.
Even
How about-
the biscuits and the
I started
biscuits
to
and
say, do
gravy.
you have biscuits and gravy?
And the biscuits are done every morning fresh. And we don't do it just biscuit and sausage gravy. We put sausage patties between the biscuits.
Oh,
and then
my
cover them
goodness.
with the sausage gravy. And then serve them with your eggs and your hash browns.
Well, being raised, honey, in South Carolina, I thought that was breakfast. When I moved to Utah, found out that was not the normal breakfast. People actually added eggs or something. But
Right.
we had biscuits. And in the summertime, because it was so hot, you didn't want to cook too much. So biscuits left over from dinner, which was at noon in the South. Dinner comes at noon. So supper's in the evening. So we would have the biscuits with gravy over them. Oh, yum.
Oh, yeah.
9 o'clock at night after it cooled off a little bit, 'cause you can't eat when it's that hot back there. Okay, so breakfast or lunch starts at what time? So this menu changes, although you can use it if you want to.
Right.
So
We
choose
switch
11
menus at 11.
11 o'clock. And then when, is there a dinner menu?
Our dinner and lunch menu are the same.
Are pretty much the same, so they can order all of that all of the time.
Yes.
Okay, and Sundays, we mentioned that you were open, and the brunch has oh, that's right, petticoat brunchin',
Petticoat brunchin'
okay,
from 10 to 2
on Sunday.
on Sunday.
Okay, that's for those of you passing through. Do not stay home from church to do this.
No, we don't want you doing
Come
that.
during the week, please. I don't want to get in trouble with anybody's bishop. Okay, if you could embrace your restaurant, okay, with just a few words, what would you say those words would be?
You want to fill that one, Jim?
Well, we tried to stay with the motif that God gave us. You know, we got a silver bullet building.
Right.
And so we wanted to stay with the diner influence.
I love it.
So we stayed with diner food, and we left the interior a diner, and then we decorated with our pinups to go back to the 50s and early 60s.
And
era.
the floor looks like it's a little black and white tile.
Yes.
Is it tile?
Yes, it
Tile
is.
floor in
It
there?
is tile.
Because I thought about that after I left last night. I'd mentioned it, but I couldn't remember if it was vinyl or tile.
No,
But
it
it
is
is tile,
tile.
isn't it?
And then we even got a tin roof, a tin ceiling also.
The tin
When it
ceiling.
rains, can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Now she'll be down there when it's raining.
My grandparents, my bedroom was upstairs in their home. I was born in that home. And over the back porch was a tin roof. Oh my goodness, I get so homesick when I hear rain hitting a tin roof. Whoa. And I'm sure there are others out there that feel the same. We've talked about food, and we've talked about your pinups, and we've talked about your makeup lady and your photographer. This is Jim Whitty and Sean Hales. We talked about the two of you. Is there anyone you'd like to mention? Who have we missed?
Well, there's...
You wanted the way to...
Yeah, that's right. We wanted to mention... we've had a lot of help from Cisco. We would
Oh,
like to
okay.
bring them up.
Cisco Foods have been very beneficial to us, especially our representative, Drew McPike. He's been a true friend to us. He's helped us out.
When I was up with the Harvest Fresh, we bought meats from Cisco.
Yeah.
And what else did we buy from them? I can't remember.
Oh, they sell everything, produce.
all kinds of things. Yeah, we got a lot of things from them. Good people to work with.
Right.
They really are. And we've got a website. They're helping us with a website.
Oh, are you? So
Yes.
good. So you can put this on your website, by
Right.
the way, and you can put this on your
Yes.
Facebook. And your 4 friends. No, just kidding. Your
I'm
Colorado
so glad we have
friends.
4 friends.
And we would both like to thank our families who've been very supportive of us. Sean's
Yes.
family living here have been very supportive.
Oh,
My
that's
families
great.
have been very supportive back in Colorado.
You might let them know that this program is archived. Now, not the radio, because that's going out live, of course. But this is archived, and they can find it on pat.utahvalleylive.com at any time. So if you've got friends in China, Japan, Australia, they're asleep. So let them know that they can watch this. These guys are great. I give them such a bad time, and they've been just really terrific. I could not encourage you more. I'm going to try. But to encourage you to go into the diner, visit with them, talk to them, ask for them, aggravate them, and have fun there. Because it's really a fun environment. And let's give out some phone numbers and addresses again so people know where to find you.
Well, the restaurant is located at 465 South University Boulevard.
South
University Avenue, here in Provo.
Yes, we're not going to send you up to Orem to the mall up there.
And our phone number is 801-374-7436.
Give it again.
801-374-7436.
Okay.
And we do make deliveries.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know. Wait, let's back up. You deliver?
Yes.
We will deliver to, not
No, but within reason.
within reason, yes.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean?
There
We'll
would
get her in a
be-
minute. Yeah.
There would be a $5 delivery charge,
Okay.
but like for instance, we have a regular who comes
So if
in
I
with-
ordered lunch, you'd bring it down to me?
Absolutely.
Because I'm only 3 blocks away or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice, because sometimes you can't get out of a business meeting.
Right.
You just can't. It's going on. If you break it, you break the mood. All right. This is Mia from Pinup Jane. Just wanted to let you know our number is, oh, good for you, Mia. The number is 801-903-3300. Okay, 903-3300. That works. 903-3300. Mia, thank you. I love your work. I absolutely love it. I love your photography and the makeup people and the hair people. You've just done a really, really good time, a really good thing, and I'm proud of you, what you're doing. And Mia, we want to get together. We want to put some forces together to make this all happen. We want to get together with Roger on Tidbits, the radio station, and the streaming video with these guys. Let's involve the Daily Herald.
And actually, we do have Daily Herald. You
Okay.
can find our ads in there also.
You're in Daily Herald? Okay, we're going to Okay, Sean. Okay, who says this? Mia. Okay, great show, and thanks for having Sean and Jim on today. Norma Jeane's is the best. Thank you, Mia. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Mia.
you.
Thank you,
Good,
Mia.
good show. I just got to mention a couple of things before we go because you guys didn't mention. You have Pioneer omelets in the morning. You've got Denver omelets, which are yum. Mushroom, cheese, and ham.
We do have our classics.
You stopped at biscuits and gravy because I stopped you right there. And then you've got Wasatch skillet and ham and cheese skillet and country skillet and Spanish Don Juan skillet.
Well, actually, that was my addition because the Spanish Don skillet, Spanish fork, Don.
Oh,
I had to get my mascot in
then.
there.
Okay. And then you have a la carte, so you can order any of these independent of the other one.
Yes.
This is just great. These menus are fabulous. They must have cost you a small fortune.
Actually, we designed them ourselves.
You did?
Yes.
Look at this. Can you see this? Okay, this is great. This is a good menu. It's a great menu. And there are things in here for kids, for teens. Hey, you know what? This would be a great place for teenagers to go after dances and
Oh, yeah.
and plays that they're in. It's a great place for people from Hale Theater and from the Sierra to come down and have a bite to eat.
Yes.
Because everybody can get everything, and the service is quick.
Yes.
And they're right on the ball. Okay, give your address and phone number again. Let's do that.
Okay, we're located.
Did you see that? Okay.
We did it.
You did it
All right.
already.
We did.
Okay.
We're
good.
located at 465 South University Avenue here in Provo. And our phone number, 801-374-7436.
Okay, Mia's letting us know that there's a Facebook group and that Pinup Jane is there. And she's looking forward to meeting me, us, my whole group here in the studio, who really wish I'd stop talking and invite them to come and eat the food. So we've got 5 more minutes and what is your favorite meal there? What is it that you find that is the most favorite for you to sit down and eat?
I love it all. I do, and I'm not joking.
Look at this kid, the poor little skinny thing.
Not really. But I do. I love our hamburgers. If I'm in the mood for a hamburger, fried chicken. We do those.
Chicken. What's different than chicken fried chicken?
Chicken fried steak
Oh,
would be
okay.
beef, and then we
Oh.
have a chicken fried chicken,
Okay.
which we hand pound, hand bread, hand make there at the diner, and it's made like a chicken fried steak, but it's chicken fried chicken.
And
It's
these
a
you
chicken
can-
breast.
Okay, and you get these in sandwiches, right? We're
No,
talking-
it's like
sandwich.
with gravy,
And you're
smothered
gonna
with gravy,
but it's the bun that's grilled.
actually that's an entree, so it comes with 2 sides.
Oh, okay. There's more food down there than I could get through in a year, for crying out loud. So let me invite you to Norma Jeane's Dinah for a Dinah. Hey,
Sounds
okay,
good.
a little southern thing there. Got Dinah Shore in there. It's a great place to go. Fun guys, fun gals, fun people, and do by all means get an application and get it filled in. You might be a winner if you're 18, a female 18 and over. Hey, Kelly. She's our board operator. Let's get you down there and get an application filled out and get you into the group. And let's see if we can get a winner right here in-house. We're going to have the winners on with us each month and talk about them and who they are and what they're doing. And that'll be fun for us.
And of
to
course,
be
the
able to
winner
interview.
gets, we not only hang them in the diner,
You keep talking,
I
hanging
know.
him in the diner. He
but
really-
they also get their 8x10 and wallet size to give to their sweetheart.
Oh, that's right. They get pictures.
Yes.
And so the worst thing can happen is everything.
Yeah.
They get it all. They get everything. And they're really good to go after that. Well, I think it's fun, and let's see if we can hit 1,000 people pick up applications. So go print some more.
I've
And
got 'em.
everybody tell everybody, and everybody put it on your Facebook and make it happen, because it can. And we appreciate your coming. Will you be
thank
the
you.
same after you leave?
I hope so.
Now, are you going to pick up the food and walk out of the door with
No,
it?
this is yours.
We get to keep it here. Would the 2 of you go home, please? Well, this has been fun for me. Obviously, this has been fun.
I would like to mention one more thing. Sundays, we have just started our petticoat bruncheon just this past Sunday.
Okay.
So we have always been closed on Sunday, but now we're open on Sundays.
Okay.
So everybody come in and you'll get 20% off.
That's
with,
right.
With a discount.
Yeah,
So-
that's great. And right now, if you spend 20, you get $5 off.
Right.
Boy, you got things going on here. This is great.
We want people to try our food.
Well, and they should, and they really should, to come in and see you and have a good time. Bring a crowd. How many seats do you have? We have seconds here.
122.
You can seat 122.
We can seat 122.
In that little diner.
Yes.
Oh, fun. All right. Party time. This is Pat Sheranian, hoping you're having a great day, and be safe wherever you are. We've had a blast. I hope you have. Bye-bye.